Good morning, my dear students. How are you? Okay, I think you are good and well. Okay, I will start. Maths from class 6. What is fraction? And what are the types of fraction? And so many examples are there on the fraction and how to convert improper fraction to proper fraction, improper fraction to mixed fraction, and mixed fraction to convert into improper fraction. So many things. What is fraction? At first I will tell you, we use the fractions in our daily life. When we should take our breakfast, with each and every breads are equally divided by 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Okay, fraction is each and equal part of the whole. That means each and equal part. All of the parts are equal. Okay, all of the parts or each part of the whole is equal. Okay, that means each part of the whole, that is called the fraction. That suppose here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts are there. That means we should write here 5. And if we should mention this part particularly, this one 1. Okay, that is called the fraction. That means 2 parts are there in the fraction. 2 parts are there in the fraction. That means one is numerator and second one is denominator. Upper portion of the fraction is numerator. That means 1 is equals to numerators. Numerator. And the 5 is denominator. Denominator, okay. And how many types are there in the fraction? 3 types of fractions are there. Proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed fraction. What is proper fraction? If it is proper fraction and it is improper fraction and it is mixed fraction. Example one here. But what is improper fraction? If the numerator is smaller than denominator, it is called proper fraction. If this one called numerator. If the numerator is smaller than denominator, it is called proper fraction. That means all time or every time the upper portion of the fraction, that means the numerator, is always smaller than denominator. That is called the proper fraction. If it is 10, the denominator obviously 11 or 12. That means if it is proper fraction, numerator is smaller. If it is improper fraction, that means on that time numerator is greater than denominator. Numerator is greater than denominator. That means if it is 6, if it is less than 6, that means 4 or 5, etc. Okay, that means improper fraction is a fraction when the numerator is greater than denominator. Proper fraction when the numerator is smaller than denominator, that is called the proper fraction. And mixed fraction, 1 and that means whole numbers, each and every mixed fraction is in there one whole number. Okay, suppose like this 2 and 2/3, 9 and 1/2, 9.5. That means always there one whole numbers. After that the fraction. That is called the mixed fraction. That means also the whole numbers are there and also the fraction is in there, that is called the mixed fraction. Okay, how to convert? Now I will know, or we will know how to convert the mixed fraction into a improper fraction. Suppose it is 1.5. How to convert it into a improper fraction? How to convert it improper fraction? That means mixed fraction. How to convert into a improper fraction? At first we should write here, as a denominator it is 2, but nominator is 2 multiplied with 1 at first. That means 2 multiplied with 1 at first. After that, the multiplication result is addition with the numerator. 2 ones are 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 by 2. Convert into a improper fraction, that is the numerator is greater than denominator. Okay, and now we will know how to convert the improper fraction into a mixed fraction. Suppose it is 19 by 7. Just you should divide 19. 7 2s are 14. That means 5 is in here. So we should write 5 as a numerator and 7 as a denominator. Okay, do you understand? At first you should divide it, a division, then the quotient is in there, and after that the 5 is standing at the as a numerator, and 7 is at the place of denominator. Okay, that is a convert of improper fraction to this is not called a mixed fraction. Okay, after that we should go the next. What is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction, that means you should multiply the equivalent fraction. That means you should multiply with the denominator and numerator. You should multiply with the same numbers. If you should multiply with numerator with 3, you should multiply denominator also the 3. That means 9 by 12. It is the equivalent fraction of this fraction. Okay. If you should multiply with 7, then also you should multiply with the same number. That means you should multiply with 7, 21 and 28. Okay, these are the equivalent fraction. And so that's why your homework, page number 36, from page number 36, change the following improper fraction into mixed fraction. That means you should divide it and do it. I already taught you. Change the following mixed numbers into an improper fraction. Like this, change the mixed fraction into an improper fraction. And reduce the following fraction to their lowest term. That means you should divide it. How to divide it? Number 5. Suppose it is 20 by 25. At first we should apply the divisibility test. From the divisibility test, the ones place is at the 0 and 5. That means we should divide it by 5. 5 4s are 20 and 5 5s are 25. That means become the lowest fraction of this fraction. If it is divided by any numbers, then you should divide it. Okay, after that we should go the next. Put the sign here. Where is the less than or where is greater than sign? Suppose it is 22 by 25. And right over here 13 by 15. Okay, that means you should at first you should do the equivalent fraction, or the denominator is the same. When the denominator is the same, on that time you should detect the which one is the small and which one is the big. That means 25 3 is 75. 15 multiplied with 5. 5 15s are 75. Sorry, 13 also multiplied with the 5 because it is equivalent fraction. Yes. 65. If multiplied with 3, then also 66, 75. That means which one is this one? First one is greater. That means we should write here greater. First one is greater. That means we should write here greater than sign. We should write here greater than sign. Okay. If the denominator are the same, this time 11 is the greater than. That means first fraction is the greater. That means we should write here greater than sign. And write the following fraction in the ascending order. That means we should arrange the fraction in their ascending order. Ascending order, that means smallest to biggest. Smallest to biggest or greatest. Ascending, that means. So how to solve it? 4 by 5 it is. It is 2 by 3. It is 3 by 4. At first you should find out the LCM. Three, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. Cannot divisibility by the same number. That means on that time you should multiply the number. Then 60. So we should write here 5 here. That means just after 3 and 4. 3 4s are, that is 3 4s are 12. So we should multiply with 12. 4 also multiply with 12. If we multiply with the same number, that is the equivalent number, equivalent fraction. 3. After 3, that is 5 4s are. If 5 4s are, that is 20. That means we should multiply with 20, and this is also 20. After that 4 is in here. That means this 5 3s are. Without 4, if is there, or denominator is 4, without 4, that is 3 and 5, 5 3s are 15, so we should multiply with 15, and 3 also multiply with 15, and 60, all of the fractions are denominator as 60. 12 4s are 48, 220, 20, 40, 3 15s are 45. That means which number is smallest? Find out the which number is the smallest. This number is the smallest. So we should write here 40 by 60. Smallest. That means when you should ascending order, arrange the number in ascending order. On that time you should give the less than sign. 48 by 60. On that time, so that this number, that means 2 by 3. After that 45 by 60, that means 3 by 4. After that the next or biggest or greatest fraction is this, that means 4 by 5. Okay, if it is descending, on that time rules are the same, but you should write here at first this number at first, because descending order, that means biggest to smallest on that time. So you should write here 48 by 60, 45 by 60 and 40 by 60. Okay, so we should write here as the equivalent fraction of 48 by 60, that is 4 by 5 and 3 by 4, and it is 2 by 3. Just different this type, and these rules are the same when you should do ascending order or descending order. Okay, thank you my dear students.